Hi, Sarah here with another layout process video for you today. This one is going to be featuring that lovely ribbon there with lots of school type imagery on there for Crafty Ribbons design team. I will link the shop below as well as the ribbon that I used today and the Facebook page if you want to go over to visit Crafty Ribbons. They do competitions there every 2 weeks, so you could win yourself some ribbons to use on your own projects. So to begin with, I started off with a stencil here. I used some red acrylic paint and just pressed it through the stencil using a spatula, and then just used the excess with a bit of water on a fan brush and just added a few splashes of colour around the edges just to spread out the messy edges of that. And the stencil's got lots of numbers on it, which I thought went really well with the theme of my layout today. The stencil was by Pretty My Page. Now I'm cutting down a load of papers that all have reds, golds, black and yellow in them. My little boy's badge on his jumper has got yellow in it, so I thought that went really well. And obviously because there's a lot of red, I thought that that would work best for my page. And this was a very old kit from about 2016. So I'm trying to use up all my crafting supplies because I am due to have my second child in February and it's bye-bye craft room. So I need to use up as much as possible of all my stashed things for crafting so that I can then change it into a bedroom. So I've just grabbed a load of them papers, cut them down so that each layer's got a little bit peeking out from behind my photo. I also trimmed down a piece of paper that had September, because obviously that's the month that they start school here in the UK, and it's his very first day. He absolutely loves school so far. He's been there full time for 2 days now and he's loving it. And between each layer I am just adding some foam. It's just thin foam, very cheap stuff from Hobbycraft, and it just adds a little lift between each layer of paper. And I also distressed the edges of all the paper as well, just to add a little bit more texture as well. For my ribbon I'm using a stapler today to adhere it down. I did use a bit of glue as well, but I wanted to use staples just because I thought it was fitting with the theme again, staples, and there's rulers and numbers and calculators and all sorts. And then with the top piece there, I just glued that down and tucked it around into place behind my photo, so a little bit peeks out because I do have that full length of ribbon at the top. So you do get to see quite a lot of it in the end. And finally, I'm just adding some foam to my date card and my photograph to help them pop up. And I did fussy cut that typewriter and add the year in there as well from another one of the papers. This was from, I think, 2016 hip kit, something like that, ages ago. It was one of my first kits, I think. And now I'm just going to add some stickers again from that very old kit, and I'm using the enamel centres of these brads. I just peel them out and stick them down because I don't like using the backs of brads. They're bulky, they catch once they're in the folder, so I prefer to just if they've got like a nice enamel dot in the centre, I just peel out the enamel dot and use that instead. And now I've got all those little embellishments down. I've covered up the top half of my page and the ribbon and the photograph and added some red splashes of Heidi Swap Colour Shine in Cherry. And now I'm just finishing off with a few more little embellishments. I'm just adding some iridescent sequins which come off kind of mostly white, but they do allow a little bit of colour through depending on where I've placed them. So I add them around the edge of my layout and then I add them in amongst the cluster and a couple on top of the photo, so there's a little bit of sparkle everywhere on there. And as a final touch, I felt like it needed a bit of a brighter look to the background, so I did add a layer of white white Dilutions ink spray, and just splashed a bit of white all over there as well, just to tie in the ribbon better from the top as well. And that is it done. So thanks for joining me today. Do check out Crafty Ribbons, where they've got so many different choices of ribbon, loads of different themes, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye for now.